Good morning, welcome to my channel. My name is Nasha. If you're new here, thank you for joining us, and if you are returning, welcome back. I'm finally about to put my pantry back in order of some sorts, make it functional. You guys know I was supposed to do a whole reveal of the pantry, which I will still do. The pantry has been completed for months, and I have just been stuck on how I want to organize it, what I want it to look like, how I want it to function, all of that stuff. Labels, okay. I'm in my head a lot, so I end up spending so much time thinking about how to do it versus actually do it. But we're here, and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this place not functioning the way that I want it to. If you're wondering what these sticky notes are, this was me in the planning phase when I was trying to figure out what goes where and how to organize it. So this has been here for at least a month and a half, and then I waited for my containers. I bought these containers on Amazon. I'll go over everything. Amazon and Temu, I think, were the places that I shopped, but I had to figure out what style labels I wanted, what style. It's crazy. Anyway, I've got a few organizers. Not everything that I want, but I've got a few things that I think I can start with, and then I'll improve on this as we go. But that said, let's jump into it really quickly and get this place organized so I can actually start my meal prep for tomorrow. Into the pantry, this is what you see. This is how it looks. This is the microwave. We worked with a company, so they sourced the microwave for us. It's an LG microwave. I'll find the details of it, but we haven't had any issues with this microwave. It works perfectly fine, and I'm here for it. And above that is that ceiling height cabinet that I talked about. The plan for this one, we've been using this stuff, right, guys? Remember, it's been a few months since it's been set up. So we have all of our cups, tea mugs, all of that stuff right there. And then I'm going to store some of my containers here, and then that's just extra appliances that I have and use. That's my air fryer, waffle maker. To the right of that, we have shelves wrapped around, similar to what we had before. They are a lot more sturdy and they just look more finished and polished. I'm going to get some lights on Amazon or something at some point that we'll put underneath, because we do need more lighting in here. And I'm very sorry for the quality of this video, guys, because the lighting in here is actually terrible. Now, one thing we wanted to do, or we explored doing but we didn't end up doing, was installing a backsplash right there, because that is going to be our coffee station. The countertop here is the same countertop as the one in our kitchen. We wanted the pantry to flow and look like a continuation of our kitchen, so the countertop is the same as the one in our kitchen. When we do get a backsplash in the future, if we do get a backsplash in the future, it will be the exact same thing as this, because we use the same thing for our backsplash in the kitchen as well. Another thing I forgot to mention too is that the cabinets and the shelves, all of that stuff, is the exact same paint color. And don't ask me what the paint color is, because honestly, I have no idea. The company that I worked with, they happened to have worked with the builders of our home, and so they had all the information for this home, including our paint color, and they just used that. Even down to the drawer pulls and such, this is the exact same one as well that is in our kitchen. So again, a continuation of what we have in the kitchen. These are some of my organizers. I got most of these items on Amazon. These are already washed. I've also started labeling some of them, but I saved some so I can show you guys how I'm doing it. But these jars, smaller ones, as you can see, I've already labeled it. I got this on Amazon. I also got these ones from Amazon. I think I got the pasta jars from Temu. Yes, Temu. And then my, what are these called again? Syrup dispensers. I got these on Amazon as well. I also got those Lazy Susans from Amazon. And then these baskets that I want to use these for onion, garlic, ginger, some fruit. All that stuff will go in these baskets. And then for my coffee drawer, I got these for our Nespresso pods. And then I also got these for our Keurig pods. Now this one is so ghetto because we bought it and it was too big. So I had my husband cut them down just a smidge so that it could fit in. I do still have to sand it because I don't know if you guys can really see, but it's really rough. But we used a hot knife to cut through this. It was not fun, I'm sure, for my husband to do this, but he's got us set and I've tried it. It does fit perfectly now, so I'm happy. And then I also got these acrylic containers for my tea. So that will all go in the same, they'll all go in the same drawer. So first order of business is to label the remaining jars. I got my labels on Etsy, and honestly guys, I wasn't sure how I wanted to organize it and I didn't want to make a mistake, but I ended up making a mistake, and you learn from the mistake, you move on. That's what I'm telling myself. But now that I'm actually getting to organizing the space, I'm thinking, and I'm buying things that I need around the house, doing my groceries and such. I'm thinking these jars are just too big for sesame seeds and baking powder. I don't bake that much anymore, so the baking powder, if I were to fill this up, will likely just stay there and get expired in a few years. So I'm just trying to think of a way to be smarter with the way that I organize. Now I do have these other jars. I'm sure you guys have seen these everywhere, But this is where I used to put my chia seeds, my flax seeds, and a few other things. I had this from our old house, and I bought these from the dollar store, Dollarama if you're in Canada. But I bought these from the dollar store, and I'm thinking it'll make more sense space-wise to put those things in here versus wasting these. And I already got the labels, so I likely will have to buy another label. Another tip too that I'm regretting, when I went to do my shopping for things that I needed for the pantry, I realized when things are in a category and they have different types, like example, pasta, you have the linguine, you have the spaghetti, you have all these different things, just get pasta labels, seriously, because today I will have spaghetti and tomorrow I will likely get linguine. And I may not see what I'm looking for at the store, and I might find something else, you know? Or there's a specific type of pasta that I'm looking for. So just get the generic name for whatever it is, because now I regret not doing that. So quick tip for you guys. And then there's a few other jars. I also wanted room to grow. So there's a few jars here, like this one, for example, will likely not get used immediately, but I wanted to make sure I had them and I had the space for them if I do ever need it in the future, which I likely will, knowing me. You should see what this space looks like. My dining table is filled with a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and get these labeled. I'll show you guys how I'm doing these. I will link the Etsy shop that I bought these labels from in the description below. Honestly, they're a bit of a learning curve, but once you do the first one and you figure it out, you're smooth sailing from there. So don't get scared. I wanted to get the generic ones that I had before, if I can find. Initially, I thought I was going to do something like these labels. These ones I actually did myself with my regular ass printer at my old house in our condo, because I wasn't going to spend money on labels. But because I can't do that with these types of labels, I just decided to order it in. But honestly, if you have a printer at home, you can do this at home, so save your money. And if you want to see a video of how I do that, let me know and I'll show you how to do that. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Let's get to labels. Jars for things that we run through very quickly. I didn't bother putting the labels because I know that they'll be done before their expiry dates. But for things like cereal, we're not really big on cereal in this house. This, for example, this cornflakes we've had for at least a year. It doesn't expire until January of 2026. So this is a prime example of what I put a label for. And I used this chalk marker. I got this from Amazon. That's the temporary solution. I'm hoping to find something like a label that I can stick behind the label. I would then write the expiry date, and it's important for this thing to wipe off because as I buy new things, I want to be able to just change the dates. I need to do my research on that. But that is the permanent solution I'm looking for. I don't know if that exists, but I will do my research. So the first thing I will put together is these baskets. I have like 6 of these baskets. Just consider these overstock. These are my baking items. I bought these cards off of Amazon and they come with the pen or the marker or whatever. And then I just write whatever the label is for this particular basket. So I'll link this down below and everything else that I purchased in this video. But I'm basically going to label every single basket before I put them up there so that when I do need something from them, I know exactly which basket each item is. So it's easier for me to hold on to the handle as I bring things down. I'm going to put it in here so that I don't have to struggle each time. I'm so proud of myself. As I'm doing this, I'm realizing more and more the importance of under cabinet lighting in this space is necessary. Anyway, I want to now organize my coffee station. The way that we designed it was all of our coffee pods and such would be in here. And then we have 2 coffee machines, which honestly, I don't know how I want to organize this. I have no vision whatsoever for this. I'm just going to play around with it. We're almost done, so I'm very, very excited about that because your girl's hungry and tired. My feet, oh, let's not talk about this. But we're going to take a stab at it and then we'll go from there. We organized the pantry and a few things have changed. I've moved things around. I got new labels and relabeled whatever needed to be relabeled. The space is now officially 90% finished. There's still a few things that I would like to decorate, but nothing crazy and not anytime soon. I think I'm okay. I'm happy with the way that it looks now. I'll definitely see if there's anything that needs to be changed, but that's not anytime soon. It's no longer priority because the pantry baby is in good state. Okay, that's all I can say. So before I do the big reveal of the pantry, even though you guys kind of know what it looks like at this point, let's take a little walk down memory lane and see what the pantry looked like before we started the renovations, and then I'll walk you guys through what the pantry looks like now. It's so functional now. I've been using it for weeks. Everyone that has come in just knows where everything is, and I like that. I like that for me. So let's see where we started and where we are right now. items wrapped around these shelves here. And up at the top, I have these baskets I bought from Home Depot years and years ago. I just ended up repurposing into here. I only had 6, and then I had these IKEA baskets, which I don't really use much of those, but yeah, I have those baskets since I didn't have enough of these other ones. But yeah, that's that side. And then this is the newest addition to my pantry. I wanted a gooseneck kettle. I don't know, I just feel like it looks nicer than a regular kettle. What I like about it is that you have the option to keep your water warm, which is great. And then you can also choose the temperature that you want it for. I love that because you just never know if you're overboiling your water, right? Anyway, those are added features. I didn't really care much for them, but now that I have them, game changer. I'll link them down below as well for you guys. Over on this side of the pantry, I have these containers that I had from our condo. These containers, I think I got them from Walmart or something, but these are not here to stay. They're not practical, especially for this big one. We usually fill our rice up until here, and so having to bring it down, take what you need out of it, and then put it back, it just is a hassle. So I want to replace them, but the ones that I want will dispense whatever is inside at the bottom into a cup, and then you take that, which is much more practical, but it's $100 per piece, and I need 3 of them. So that's a project for another day. These I bought from the dollar store like years and years ago, all of these containers. And then I got this step display situation from Amazon, again, years and years ago. I have that, and then I also have another one of that stash here with different things like almond seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds, chia seeds. Onto this side of the pantry, I have all of my pasta, all of my snacks. As you guys can see, we've already finished our groundnuts, so I have to buy and replace. These containers I've had for the longest time as well. I got them around the same time I got these ones, and I didn't want to waste them. I needed 6, and since I had these, I just figured mix and match will be fine. These ones I think I got on Temu, but you can also find them on Amazon, but I got them on Temu because they were slightly cheaper. And quality wise, honestly, it's great. I have no complaints. It's just almost, it's heavy, it's a good weight to it, and I have no issues. Up here, I have my Lazy Susans. These holds are condiments, ghee, coconut oil, sesame oil, chili oil. This is just mostly random stuff, right? So this has my coconut milk, yeast, vanilla extract, tomato sauce. Here is our little coffee station. We have 2 coffee machines. I don't know why, because we don't even use an espresso, but we have it. So I made sure to include them here. So, well, first things first, coffee and tea station. So we have obviously the kettle, and then we have our Keurig machine. I would likely change the base of this very soon. I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of goes with the vibe as far as the color, but I don't know how I feel about it. I have all of my syrups here. We have these baskets. I got them as a set of 3 on Amazon. I just basically use them to store fresh produce like potatoes, onions, garlic, and ginger. Again, I'll link everything that you see in this video in the description box. In this drawer is where we store all of our tea. As you guys can see, we're almost out, but I have refills though. All of our coffee pods. These are Keurig coffee pods, and then these are the Nespresso coffee pods, and then tea bags. We have extras in here. Loose tea, our extra Nespresso pods, Keurig pods, extra tea bags, all of that. And then at the bottom here, I have all of our extra waters. So we have the bubbly Perrier. These are just some refrigerator organizers and such. And ooh, this is for, I don't even know what the thing is called, but it's basically for food sealing bags. That's what I have here, and then some extra organization bits in here. On this side, I have extra food stuff, extra agave, extra milk. At the bottom there, I have vitamins and medicine basically in that container. And then here also is extra stock, so extra oil, extra food stuff at the bottom, as you guys can see. So yeah, you guys, that's the pantry. I love it. My husband loves it. All of our guests that have come through love it as well. Everything is just in your face. It's so practical, and that's what I like. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you're also going through your pantry remodeling, or if you have some tips and tricks that maybe I didn't think about, or that you've used in your own home and has worked for you. I don't know if YouTube has the option of uploading a picture in your comments, but if you have pictures of your own pantry that you're proud of, also put that down below. I'm so interested in seeing it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you are not subscribed and you like this type of content, definitely subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Also, hit the notification bar below so that anytime I upload any videos, you get notified. That's it for me. Thank you so much, you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye!